Good morning and welcome to this thought for the day for Monday. And I seem to have done well moving to Monday for thoughts for the day, because I had a great psalm last week and another great psalm this week. It's Psalm 46. Let's read it together. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Come and see the works of the Lord, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. A fantastic psalm, a psalm which inspired Luther when he wrote his hymn, A Mighty Fortress is Our God. And if you were at the remembrance service, which was attended, I gather, by over 200 households, the online service in Bentley, Binstead and Froyle this last week, then we sang as our first hymn another great version of Psalm 46, God is our strength and refuge, Richard Bew's great hymn. And it was very appropriate for Remembrance Sunday, as it speaks of, well, I want to mention 4 P's that we find in this psalm. First is the protection of God. God is our refuge, a very present help in trouble. The God of Jacob is our fortress. And it's wonderful to know the protection of God. It's something that David the psalmist knew as he had all his troubles being pursued by Saul. And there's a great catalogue of rescues that he had at the hand of God in his lifetime. And it's characteristic of the story of the Jewish people that we read in the Old Testament. And I trust that it's your experience too, that God is your protector, someone you can look to. It's like having a police station round the corner, a fire station at the end of the street, a hospital in the next road, that we have a God that we can turn to in times of trouble. And then the second P is that it speaks of the power of God. There are great images of the mountains and the waters and the earthquakes and so on in this psalm, which speak of the power of God expressed in creation. As we look around us and as we experience nature, we cannot deny the power of God. And the wonderful thing that Paul speaks of is that it's a power which we can know in our own lives, power at work in us, which is the same power that raised Jesus from the dead. And I trust that that's your experience, and that you can look to the power of God through his Spirit at work in you. And then thirdly, it speaks of the promise of peace, that although we go through the troubles of life, then God has something in store for us. It speaks of making wars cease to the ends of the earth, breaking the bow, shattering the spear, burning the shields with fire, so that war is no more. And the Jewish people were always a people of promise, looking to the promised land. The prophets who spoke such doom and gloom to the people of Israel always at the end spoke of the day of the Lord, a day of promise, that things may go badly because we are so bad, but in the end God provides rescue. And as God's New Testament people, we look forward to the New Jerusalem, which is our heavenly home prepared for us. And then the last is that wonderful verse, "Be still and know that I am God." The presence of God. Derek Kidner in his commentary points out that the "be still" is a command. It's the same command that Jesus gave to the wind and waves when he was in the boat in the storm. Peace, be still. And it's a command to us to be still and know who God is, know his presence with us. And in this busy world where so many people seem to be too busy to have time for God, it's a salutary reminder to us that we need to make time just to be peaceful and to know the presence of God. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. The God of Jacob is our fortress. So in these COVID days when life seems so full of uncertainty, let this psalm be something that speaks to our hearts and gives us confidence to face life day by day. Have a great day. Have a great week. God bless you.